does making it to Baker mean to you?
It meant everything, honestly. Since freshman year, since I started basketball in high school, that year they made it to state, and I just ever since wanted to go so badly. So yeah, it just meant everything in high school for me.
I love making it to Baker because that's what we work for all season, and that's the best part of every season.
If you have an undefeated season and then lose your sub-state game, you don't make it to Baker. And it's just really cool to know that we have like a whole community behind us.
I'm not gonna lose on our home court our last game. So like it was just kind of that mentality of like winning is our only option. Like that's just kind of how I have to go into sub-state.
And the rockets are regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave
I think we all played a really good game. Like everyone, like Noelle, Emily, Katie, McKenna, like everyone played a really good game.
Defer was a really good game. It was really tough, but we pulled through.
Micah, how are you feeling about tomorrow?
I'm super excited, dude.
Going into sub-state, I was confident. I was super confident. I was like, dude, we got this. And I told the whole team and whole time, we can do this. Mm-hmm. And you did. Yeah.
But there was just something different about it. Like our team played well, we meshed, we had chemistry, and we just knew we couldn't lose. Like this team wasn't going to stop us.
At Baker, I knew this year we had a bigger chance than we did last year. We were nervous because we knew that we were a better team this year and that we had a chance to go all the way.
I'd say your perspective changes a lot senior year, realizing that like this is the last time you're doing things. And I mean, Baker is never a given. Like we always know that we're gonna have to work really hard for it, and getting there is like always kind of a blessing. But for sure, even this year, I don't know, it just felt really good like being there and knowing that you're having this great experience with all these people for your last time.
I remember hearing that our first team would be Joseph, and so I was like, okay, we need to be prepared.
And we knew Joseph would be hard, but we were really thinking about the next team. So we get out there, and I mean, they have a defense that I did not expect at all.
Joseph was a much harder game than I thought it was going to be, if I'm going to be completely honest.
I don't know, I was just really sad because we lost, and like I obviously wanted to get first and like go for first, so that was kind of hard knowing that like you don't have a chance once you like lose.
After losing to Joseph, when we got to the locker room, it was just silent. Like we were all so mad, and we knew that once again we would have to face country. I remember looking at the clock different times each quarter. And I mean, we were always down, but we'd been down in districts, we'd been down every other time we played them, and we always pulled it out. So there was always that hope, like, hey, we're just gonna pull it out. Shots will eventually fall, we'll be fine. And it got to the fourth quarter, and I realized, hey, you're still down. It's probably time that you guys finally get up.
Because they had the last possession where they could have won because their point guard had it and she like went, but it just didn't go in. And so that was all like.
We won by 1. So stressful, but worth it because we sent country home. So I don't care if that's.
It was because it was country.
Because it was country. Katie was like, oh, I'm glad that we beat country.
Well, the first time we played Mohawk, we lost by 1, and personally, I was really angry because I had a shot at the last second that I missed. And so going into that game, I was really motivated to not lose again.
You're ready for the season to be done, but at the same time, you want so badly for it to keep going. So put everything on the line, and that was kind of it. Just give it your all.
Me and Katie both knew, we're like, okay, like this is our last game, like we gotta make the most of it.
I do think sports really brings people together, as like cliche as that sounds, but I mean, you're in intense environments and fun environments and close quarters and just having all these great experiences together. I mean, ending my high school sporting career overall on a win, I just say it's really meaningful to have been a part of it, and yeah.
Cool. That's great. That's all I need, I think.
The boys team has always been a stress on me personally, because I see the work that goes in during the season, not on the players' end. Like, I see it from obviously my dad. I see the sleep that he doesn't get because he puts so much time into them.
You know, I felt like if we started off the tournament well with a win, then that was going to help the rest of the tournament, just winning that first game.
We were feeling confident going into it, and we're like, oh, we can do this. And I mean, they were. Ione was a good team, but we just came out and played good in the first quarter, and the game was over.
Yeah, let's go for the
Your first game, you had to sit out. What was that like? Because this is like your last 3 games of your high school career, and you had to sit out one.
That was not a good time. Definitely wanted to play that game, but I mean, I knew that I needed to sit out because my ankle was quite large at the moment, and I needed to get it better, or else I wasn't going to make any difference in the games to come.
So I've been going to Baker for a long time, and I've watched Nixie play for years, and they just always seem larger than life. Like, they just seem unstoppable. And actually, before the season started, I was talking with Micah, and I was convinced we had no way we could beat Nixie if we played them. Like we try our best and play good, but there's no chance we had.
When I first got here, everyone told me that Nixie was unbeatable. I was like, really? I mean, they are if you say they are. But if you think that you can beat them, then you can beat them. And I felt like, me personally, oh, we can win this. Like, we're gonna do good. And then JC goes ham.
I started feeling it, got on fire, you know, had whatever, like 30-something points. So yeah, that was probably the most memorable game at Baker for me.
We go into halftime. I'm sitting there, he's sitting next to me, he's like, dude, we can win this. I was like, dude, I've been telling you this the whole year. Let's do it. And then we got up 14 in the fourth quarter and we were like, we got this.
I've ever coached. I think because of the expectation of it being Nixie and the nervousness from some of the kids, and the coaches are like, no, as long as we play well, we absolutely can beat these guys. We got to play well, and they did. They did.
No one in 1A has beat Nixie since, like, they went undefeated this year to the state, and they were undefeated last year in 1A to state. So no one had beat them in our. So beating them was like, whoa, we were crazy. And then I was like, hold up. We got one more game. Like, this wasn't our championship.
We played Triad last year in Baker and beat them by 13, and then played them again first or second game of the season and beat them by 13 again. And we'd watched them play, they were good, but we just beat Nixie, we beat the best team in the state. Who can stop us now?
I would say, I'm just hyped, dude.
Just hyped?
I honestly,
I'm just tired.
I'm tired.
I cannot wait.
Baker City's a long weekend.
That's facts. Baker City is a lot, but Baker City, that's what makes you champions.
Hey guys, this game tonight, and I sent you guys a text last night to the group that basically said, I hope you guys didn't think that last night was a championship game, because it wasn't. You know, as coaches are talking, and I hope you guys understand that this game is probably going to be as tough. It might be a slightly different kind of game, but it's going to be as tough as our game against Nixie last night.
Bring it. All right, family on three.
1, 2, 3, family.
I already walked today.
I was saying, I think
we could leave our basketballs in there if we wanted to do it. I didn't figure we needed to bring. If I'd asked you day one of practice, where would you want to be? What would you want to be doing on the last day of the season? This would be it. Who wouldn't want their last day of the season to be playing the championship game? Right? Only 2 teams get to do it, fellas.
I'm 700 teams.
You did this. You did this. Let's go take it. Today is payday.
So, when was the last time DCS made it to the championship game?
2007, and before that, 2006.
So, you guys won it one of the years. What was that like when you won it?
Yeah, we won in 2006. It was fun, great experience, loved it. It's fun being here with all my buddies, playing in a game in front of a lot of people. It was great.
Yeah. You think this year's team has a chance?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They played very well this year. I got them winning tonight.
All right. What's the biggest thing they need to do?
They need to come out and just have fun, play together as a team. We're never going to be in this moment again together. This is it. Come out and play that way.
You'll remember it, and I think you'll come out on top.
Thank you.
Remember, you know, all the games that were happening before, like we were just watching, I was just like thinking, just like, you know, imagine if we win, you know, and I was just thinking, you know, and then had the most butterflies in my stomach ever in my whole life. And then the game starts. Kind of started slow because like they're big. We weren't really doing good at first, you know, boxing them out and stuff. I think we went down like 8 points, 10 points, something like that.
They came out and hit a couple shots and we did the same thing. I think I went 2 for 3 in the first quarter. So we hit a couple early threes. Jay-Z was just on fire again. Mike was finding good ways to get inside. Decided to run his own, to try and mix things up. And 3 possessions, we tried it, and they hit a corner 3 all 3 times. And they were up like 9 or 10 right at the beginning. And that was like a big hole for us that we struggled to come out of.
And every time we get down 4 or 6 points, one of us hit 3. And then we just right back in it. Like no matter what, if we were down 8, 6, whatever, we hit a 3, we're like, okay, we got this. Because we know we can rattle off a lot. That's what was great about our team. Quarter, I just remember we were down.
And next thing you know, shot starts falling. Jay-Z hit a 3, I hit a deep one. Micah was getting to the basket, we were getting free throws. They were getting free throws on the other side, they were missing. And it happens 3 or 4 times, like just free throws after free throws. And we only hit 1 or 2, so it ended up being a 2-point game when we finally got the ball back.
There was a choice to make, right? One is we could go for the try to go for a 2-pointer just to tie it, take it into overtime. I could have gone to any one of 3 guys on that for that shot, but my thought was let's go for the win.
I curl, you know, there's like 3 seconds, I see Spencer gives me the ball. It's the most open I was the whole game. And then I shoot it. It looked like it was going in, just back of the rim and out, you know. That was heartbreaking. That's what happens. I definitely cried. I'm gonna say that because I don't care. And yeah, that's about it.
I'm thinking to myself, like, try and enjoy every single little minute of it, even losing, because you're never going to get it again. And I guess everyone has to go through it eventually, but being able to like acknowledge that was such a good time and then move on to whatever's next. So.
What's the future of DCS basketball look like?
Well,